today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Raiders taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Indianapolis Colts.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've handled all covers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now...
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Bridgewater now from the 50.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 39.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Carry for the running back. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. Brings up second down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 74 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Brady going to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
This is Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Brady. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
At their own 19-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Return team. We can't have that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Ingram. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tackle made at the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Colts nothing.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
To Gronkowski. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Brady now on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady again. He'll drop this down to Peterson.
Brady's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Raiders 6, Colts nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Bridgewater going to keep it. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 37-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
11 on the play. First down, Colts.
They'll run on first down. Patterson.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down.
They run with Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
The score, Raiders 6, Colts 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Brady. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald.
Pass complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second and 3.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Brady to throw again. He gets it in the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Brings up one
Play action. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
To the air again with Bridgewater. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And now here come the Raiders. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first down, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Fitzgerald on a slant. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
The field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Raiders 9, Colts 6.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Drew Lock has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. 28-22, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's good.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Brady now to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know it's a safety. When I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
throwing on first down is Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's another Raiders.
Brady now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Larry Fitzgerald. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
2nd and 11 now. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
3 brings up 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Ingram again. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gold to add the extra point. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This ball complete to Rager. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 46.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
pressure gets to him again. Aldon Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aldon Smith. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Fourth down. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a little daylight. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Brady. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
6. 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Indy set to go on offense once more. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Bridgewater. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. To throw, Bridgewater.
I can put my deep.
And the Raiders have got him. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Tyson Alualu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Ingram. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Complete to Cordero.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Raiders 20.
So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.